Gosh dang it. Oh shit. What? Man, you realize how irritating that is? Hello and welcome to Kerbal Craft Outer Planets Mod Career Mode Episode 4. Today we are going to Duna, finally. Alright, let's just see what we can unlock here now that we got back from the Mun. I'll take some of this scanning tech, I guess. You can get science from the infrared telescope and the atmospheric spectrometer. You know what else I said I was gonna do? I said I was going to do a KSP space station. I think I might want to set that up before I go to Duna. That way I can have it collect science through one of the science labs whilst I'm traveling to Duna. Okay, how do I make this not look like the stock core station? So I think what I'm going to do is make a giant ass solar panel module. Yeah, 2 on each is enough. That actually looks pretty tight. So I think what I'm going to do is for now I'm just going to launch it with one of these solar panels, which will look a little weird, but then I'll add another one. So eventually we'll have 2 of these on each side. That'll look like this. It's pretty tight. Unfortunately I can't assign these to action groups because with the level 2 VAB you only have basic action groups. I'm gonna put the thing in like this, so then once it gets into orbit I'll be able to remove this and then have it attach over here. It looks a little ghetto, but whatever. There we go, I think that looks better. I still remember back in Alpha when the menu items were at the top here instead of the side. Back when there were only like 5 different menu items. I'm using stage recovery, which will allow us to recover the funds from the jettisoned boosters. So that's why I just added those parachutes at the top there. When it's green like that, that means that there's a 100% chance of recovery, assuming it doesn't overheat in the atmosphere. Alright, let's get this bread. Put this orbit at about 100 kilometers. Just circularize once I get to the top, and then ditch the stage. Oh, we were short 23 meters per second. Bruh. Well, it's still above the atmosphere, so that'll work. Oh yeah, check out that hot station. Alright, so right here, I'm just gonna take this top part with the solar array on it, and then move it over to the docking port on the side. Alright, there we go. Solar panels and radiators are now attached. So the station isn't very useful at the moment, but at least we got a station started. Forgot to do this. Oh, now it asks us to do this. Bruh. Didn't we just do this? Seriously? Well, I want to go to Duna, but there's no contracts for Duna. Maybe if we capture around Duna, there'll be some contracts later. But for now, let's build a small craft that goes to Duna. We can send 3 people to Duna. Okay, they need 2.5 meter stages that have only liquid fuel. You know, in case you want to use one of these. Now, I guess the way around this is I could take one of the service bays, one of these, and just load it up with a bunch of liquid fuel only tanks. That gives me 600 liquid fuel. This looks really weird. Duna 1. So you need 1,450 meters per second approximately in order to launch off of Duna and back into a stable orbit. I need like a lander doohickey capable of doing that. Oh, that looks ghetto AF. That looks interesting, to say the least. Oh, these only have liquid fuel in them. Oh shoot, I'm stupid. Okay. I mean, yeah, nose cones will make it slightly less efficient, but, you know, leave me alone. It looks better that way. Alright, that's starting to look pretty interesting. We'll be able to use the spectrometer since it's a Duna atmosphere. I'm going to put all the science stuff on the parts that are going to get deployed, because once we get out of there, we're not going to need those. What? Why is that not correct? Put a frickin' ladder on this thing. Of course it's not long enough. It really doesn't matter. I'll just use the EVA. Alright, so now I'm going to design the main module. So I decided to go for kind of a simple transfer stage. Putting one of the science labs on there was kind of a given. When I decided to put the propulsion on there, I wasn't exactly sure what to do at first, so I kind of just played around with multiple different things. That's why you see me trying to use the 6 attachment points, but then I decided to just go for an inline design and then have asparagus staged auxiliary tanks on the side, and then the entire thing is just driven by one engine. I don't know if this is going to be enough Delta V, though according to the Delta V chart, it should be enough. So this is what I finally came up with. It has pretty much just the bare minimum to send 3 people to land on Duna and come back, and then possibly visit Ike in the process. So once I built the launcher, and it was time for me to attach the struts and the fuel lines to the side boosters, this started to happen. Bruh. Why is it not letting me attach it? Yo, seriously, that's not cool. Oh shoot. Yo, we have maximum mass and height. Shoot. Aw, man. I guess we can start accepting a bunch of these just to get the advance. Do a min-miss station? Oh, we could do that. Alright, now we have the launch pad upgraded so we can put whatever we want on there. Yo, what? Why is this not letting me attach it? Okay, it just restarted the game. Not cool, man. Oh, there it goes. What? Oh, it didn't have symmetry though. That's freaking whack, man. Alright, the moment we've all been waiting for. Since 2 episodes ago. And that is to go to Duna. Today we accomplished that goal. Hopefully. Assuming nothing bad happens. You know, I hope some contracts about Duna open up. That way we can make bank off of this. Because I had to upgrade the frickin' launch pad just to put this thing on there. Which put me out 400,000. Yeet. Alright. We are now in a stable orbit. So now we can plan the transfer to Duna when that happens in about 80-ish days. Oh, seems legit. So before this departure in about 84 days, there is one thing that I actually want to do. There's one thing we have never done in this series yet, and that's build a plane. This can only end badly. I like how this almost doubles the cost when I put this thing on here. So I also decided to sign up for one of those contracts that has you take the EVA reports at these places. So I could just land this plane over there. I don't like how it has this downward tilt. I'm gonna have to fix that. Plane doesn't want to take off anymore. Okay. Well, that works, I guess. What is up with the control? I suck at this so much. I suck at this so much. We did it without braking. I did it. I did it. Of course, I missed the freaking thing, so now I have to go back. So now I can take an EVA report here. And then what I could do is I could take spectrometer readings over various biomes. Just can't be much further because the ocean is pretty close to here. And this one's also an EVA, I believe. Then I could just head over to the next one. Alright, I got the bank for that. Alright, now I'm just gonna fly around and then get the science data from a couple other biomes. And then we can go to Duna. Oh shoot, this had trouble taking off the runway. There we go. Okay, now I'm just gonna turn around and then land in the KSC area. Yes, I know this is a really aggressive turn, but I don't really care. I'm not even gonna land on the runway because the level 1 runway is a lot bumpier than just the grass around it. Well, I did it. Okay, I got 58 science from that. Okay, well now I guess we can go to Duna in 84 days, but that can be sped up thanks to time warp. Okay, I can go ahead and do that maneuver now. Yeah, I guess I could start the burn now. Yep, that's that stage. So then I just decouple that and then load that up. Should probably go ahead and extend all these. So right now I'm performing the first part of the transfer burn to Duna. And then after some time warping, I can then begin the second part of the burn. Now we can eject the second part of the asparagus staging. That we fine-tune closest approach. Now we can get the science data from around Kerbin. I mean around Kerbal. Nice. So it takes 677 meters per second to aerobrake without any sort of aero capture. Burn radial in a little bit and try and go for an atmosphere assisted retro burn. I don't know if that's an actual thing or if I just made that up, but basically I'm going to go into the atmosphere to try and help burn off a little bit of the momentum, and then I'm also going to burn the engines because Duna's atmosphere is not that thick, so it wouldn't be able to kill off all this velocity at once. Honestly, going to 16 is probably good, but will probably work. And here we go, coming in close to the big red planet. Gonna retract these since we're gonna go in the atmosphere. I'll stop this so we don't lose electricity. Not exactly sure how much of the work the atmosphere is gonna be able to do. It's starting to slow down marginally. Yeah, it's about to capture. Oh yeah, we're getting a lot of... Oh shoot, this might have actually been too much. Yeah. We went in way too much. Try this again. You know what they need to do? They need to make it so the yellow line doesn't appear whenever you're on an escape trajectory and you're zoomed in close to the planet. Gotta collect some atmospheric science. That's a lot of data. That's data for days, bro. Okay, you know what I just realized that I forgot to do? I forgot to turn around this lander module. So it's supposed to be the docking port goes into the docking port. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Alright, there we go. That's what it's supposed to be like. I guess I can just aerobrake using the current 25, 24 that I have here. Yeah, that'll probably work. Now we just wait it out. You know, I've got plenty of delta V in this thing. It really doesn't matter that I get the maximum efficiency aerobrake. Here we go, jettison the last part of the asparagus. Okay. Seems legit. Okay, now we're in a stable orbit around Duna. Now we can feel good about ourselves. Now we can level up the crew. These guys are on level 3s now. Level 3s can repair wheels and stuff. Check out if there's any contracts. Here we go. This is great. We haven't even gotten the in-space low science, and this thing is already packed. Okay, so now it's time to land this thing, and I decided to leave Bob Kerman in the mothership station so that the science lab can continue collecting data whilst we're on the surface. Shoot, this thing has no SAS, which means if I bump into it, it's gonna start yeeting around and stuff. So I just gotta not bump into it. Just watch as this thing falls towards the ground of this red world that in this save game nobody has ever stepped foot on. I'm sure other people in other save games have done it. Well, I've done it in other save games. Why is the game lagging so much? This is the same problem I was having on Mimus, except it's not nearly as bad. Now we can get our flying above science. These are some gains right here, man. These are some gains. We did it. We landed on Duna. I don't understand why it's lagging. If anyone could please tell me why Duna lags so much. It's probably one of the mods I have installed. I didn't put a ladder on this thing, which means RCA suits all the way. RCA, RCS. I need to repack all these chutes. Oh, you have to be an engineer? Well, that works out because we brought an engineer. Bill, go ahead and take care of all these chutes here. These are some gains here. We're making bank as far as science goes. I don't know about funds though. We might have to set up a thing in the administration so that we get some extra funds for every science we get at the expense of science. I'm taking all these because these are going to get ejected during the launch. You know what? I didn't even bring any of the new breaking ground stuff. You know, I was kind of going for a low-key-ish design on this lander, and if I had to bring those storage units, that would have taken away from that. Do that, and do that. See if we can find one of those Duna stones. I don't know, I had trouble finding the Minmus stone. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up this, which will take some of our science gains in exchange for funds. Highlands, Midlands, or Midland Sea biomes. I might see if I can actually find one before I accept this. Well, this is the Midlands, so according to that thing, we would be able to find them here. RCSing around on the on Duna isn't the same as doing that on the Mun. I was able to find one pretty easily on the Moho video. I wasn't even trying to look for one. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I found it. So I think this is it. Yeah, ya boy. What? I'm about to consult the Google search engine to see if I can figure out how to do this. So I'll be back. Oh, okay. So you're just supposed to stand on them and then right click. And it says here, pick up blueberries. So apparently these are called blueberries? This particular surface feature. 216. Interesting. But that wasn't a Duna stone. So I guess I can keep going around until I find a Duna stone. So I guess all these shadows are where the different things are. Okay, we've used half of our EVA propellant. If this isn't it, I'm gonna head back. Is this more of those blueberries? It probably is. Huh. Hopefully I have enough propellant to make it back. I'm gonna hit the ground and then I'm just gonna keep eating across it. What? Oh, okay. This'll take long enough. Okay, I made it back. I guess I'll use a different Kerbal that has more RCS propellant. I still don't get why it's lagging so much. Well, the lag stops when I get further away from the ship. Okay, here's another thing right here. Oh, this looks more like a stone. Hopefully this is it. Oh shoot. I just fell flat on my face, literally. Yes, this is the Duna stone. I'm gonna go accept that contract before I pick it up. This is great, now we can make some gains. Ooh, we broke 1,000,000. So now we can pick this up. I don't get why you have to stand on top of it. Another 216. I'm gonna quick save. Always quick save, man. You just never know what's gonna happen. The Kraken might just like grab your bottom and then do things that you don't want to it. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Oh, the lag just hit. Oh shoot, man. It's weird. Like there's something about just having a ship landed on the surface apparently that makes it lag, because it can't be the part count, because when I was in orbit with this thing, the frame rate was just fine. What happened to the flag? Yo, where'd the flag go? Okay, so the flag just isn't there anymore? Of course, the animation takes 4 times as long now that it's lagging. Oh, this is really bad. I'm getting like 3 frames a second, man. This is a slideshow. I am playing a slideshow right now. Look at all these gains up here. Gosh dang it! Oh shit! What? Man, you realize how irritating that is? Whatever happens, don't crash into the solar panels. Okay, okay, okay. There we go. Okay, okay, okay. Let's get in there. Why is this so freaking hard? There we go. Alright. So, we landed on Duna like we've wanted to for the past 4 episodes. So, I think this is where I'm gonna end it. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe, like. If you didn't enjoy it so much, you can hit the dislike button. Thanks for watching. I'm Ryan Rosenberg. See you later.